Nearly 1 week after a tragic crash killed a pair of sisters in the Northeast Kingdom, support for the family is being shown just about everywhere. From different businesses doing fundraisers to the entire town of Danville lit up in green. People are letting the Ross family know they are here to help. ABC 22's Matt Holderman was in the Northeast Kingdom today to see that support firsthand. And Matt joins me now live in the studio.
Yeah, Lauren, that's right. Well, first and foremost, our hearts go out to the Ross family for the loss of their two girls, Olivia and Rylan. While their father remains in the hospital, people in Danville, St. Johnsbury, Linden, and more are doing what they can to lend a hand and remember these two beautiful souls.
I can't imagine the loss that they're feeling right now. I just want them to know that we're right here and we're praying for them and we think of them.
A couple Kingdom communities coming together to uplift a family dealing with a tragedy no one should ever have to go through.
There was a tragic accident where two little girls lost their lives.
About 1 week ago on Route 14 in Woodbury, Jonathan Ross was driving with his two daughters, 8-year-old Olivia and 2-year-old Rylan, when they got into a crash. The incident left Jonathan with serious injuries and claimed the lives of his sweet girls. As we see time and time again when these types of tragedies happen, their town of Danville and other communities nearby all immediately showed an outpouring of support, and they're not showing signs of slowing that support anytime soon.
The whole town was lit up green. There were green ribbons everywhere. It was just, I cried. It was very touching.
One of the biggest displays you can see in area towns is green ribbons, and Jamie and Casey Locke, who work for Calex Ambulance, wanted to join in, putting massive green ribbons on the front of each of the department's ambulances. They say their granddaughter was close friends with Olivia, and seeing the green ribbons on her Mima and Pop's ambulances is helping her remember her friend and heal a little bit.
She walked through the front door and right into my arms, and I just held her while she cried. Our granddaughter was very happy that we did that for everybody.
Up the road in Linden, another potentially large fundraiser for the Ross family is still coming up on Tuesday. Olivia's favorite restaurant, the Pizza Man, will be giving 10% of their sales for the day to the family and are hoping much of the community comes out.
It was touches your heart a little bit to see that this was their favorite restaurant. It's good to see everybody coming together for the family. I can't even imagine this type of tragedy.
Ever since announcing the plan, owner Shane Switzer says he's had other area businesses reach out to him asking how they can help or if they can contribute to the fundraiser. Another touching display of care.
We're just such a small community here and a close community. When stuff like this happens, there's always the people step up to help out.
Now, another business doing a large-scale fundraiser is Kingdom Leather. They gave out a bunch of leather hearts just like this one I'm holding here to other businesses around the NEK, and there is no price tag attached to them. The way you get one is by donating an amount of your choosing to the Ross family, and 100% of those donations will go to them. So if you want to help out, you can too, by the way. We will have a link to their official Support Now page on our website later tonight. Reporting live in the studio, Matt Holderman, ABC 22 News.